Close your eyes, my little dreamer, and imagine a new morning, filled with soft light and gentle anticipation. In her cozy chicken coop, Clucky the Hen awoke with a happy flutter in her heart, a feeling like tiny butterflies gently tickling her tummy. Today was the day she and her friends would embark on their quiet journey to the big water, the vast and peaceful place the shimmering trout had told her about. The rooster's morning song was a little softer today, like a whisper of encouragement, and the air felt wonderfully fresh and crisp, carrying the sweet scent of dew-kissed grass. Clucky stretched her little wings, feeling the sleepy warmth leave her feathers, replaced by a gentle readiness. Her friends' soft bundles of feathers were already stirring, their quiet clucks echoing her own excitement. They had dreamed of the big water all night, imagining its endless calm. "Good morning, dear friends," Clucky clucked, her voice a soft, happy murmur. "Are we ready for our quiet adventure?" A chorus of soft, sleepy clucks answered her, as one by one, they stretched and preened, preparing for their special walk. They drank from the cool, clear water trough and pecked a few sweet grains, feeling energized and ready. They set off, a small, happy procession of hens, following the familiar narrow path Clucky had walked yesterday. The sun was still low, casting long, sleepy shadows that stretched like gentle arms across the rolling green hills. The path felt even softer today, knowing it led to such a wondrous place. As they walked, the same friendly little birds in the tall, leafy bushes chirped their morning greetings. "Good morning, Clucky. Good morning, dear hens," they sang, their voices like tiny, happy bells. Clucky and her friends clucked soft replies, sharing their peaceful excitement. "We are going to the big water," Clucky told them softly, and the birds seemed to nod their little heads, understanding the joy of such a journey. They walked slowly, enjoying every quiet moment. The great old forest stood silently beside their path, its many trees reaching high into the sky, their leaves rustling like gentle whispers. Clucky looked into its shadowy depths, imagining the quiet creatures sleeping peacefully within, safe and undisturbed. The air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, a soft perfume that floated on the gentle breeze. They passed fields of waving tall grass, which swayed like soft green blankets, inviting them to lie down and rest. But the lure of the big water, the promise of something vast and peaceful, kept their little feet gently moving forward. Each step was a quiet wonder, a soft discovery. Soon, they heard the soft, familiar murmur of the stream. It was their gentle guide, whispering, follow me, to the bigger, bluer water." Clucky led her friends along the stream's edge, past the smooth, round stones, until the murmuring grew into a soft, steady hum. The air began to feel different here, fresher, cooler, carrying a hint of a salty scent, like a gentle breath from a faraway place. The path widened, and then, as they rounded a gentle bend, they saw it. Oh, my little dreamer, imagine the sight. Before them stretched the big water. It was even more magnificent and peaceful than Clucky had imagined. It wasn't just a stream or a pond. It was a vast, shimmering expanse of blue, stretching as far as their little eyes could see, meeting the soft, distant sky in an endless, gentle horizon. The water sparkled in the sunlight like millions of tiny diamonds, reflecting the soft, fluffy clouds that drifted lazily above. There were no big waves, just gentle, rhythmic lapping sounds, like the water was softly breathing, calming itself. The very air around them felt vast and open, filled with a quiet, boundless peace. Clucky, her heart filled with a soft, overwhelming joy, walked right up to the water's edge. The cool, soft water gently kissed her little feet. She stepped a little further, letting the water lap around her ankles, feeling its refreshing coolness. It was so wonderfully gentle. She dipped her beak into the clear water, taking a tiny sip, and it tasted clean and fresh, like a whisper of the wide world. She began to gently paddle her feet, not swimming, but just letting the cool water swirl around her, feeling so light and free. It was like a soft, joyful dance, just for her. She looked out at the endless horizon, where the blue of the water met the pale blue of the sky, and felt a deep sense of wonder. The world was so big, so beautiful, and filled with so many quiet, peaceful places to discover. As Clucky gently enjoyed the cool water, she noticed some movement further out in the shimmering blue. Not fish this time, but something larger, sleek, and graceful, gliding effortlessly through the water. Soon, two beautiful, smooth creatures, with gentle smiles on their faces, gracefully swam closer. They were dolphins, their skin shimmering like polished stone under the sun, their eyes kind and curious. One of them, a dolphin with a particularly gentle fin, made a soft clicking sound, like tiny bubbles popping in the water. "Hello, dear hen," it clicked softly, its voice like the gentle rush of waves. "What a joy to see you by the big water. Are you enjoying its peace?" Clucky, delighted by this new encounter, clucked softly back. "Oh, yes, dear dolphins. It is even more wonderful than I imagined. The trout from the stream told me about this place. Are you also traveling like them?" The other dolphin, with a playful splash of its tail, clicked. "Indeed, Clucky. We live in this vast big water, and we love to explore its gentle depths and greet all the friends who come to visit. We swim and play, always listening to the water's soft songs. It's a place of endless gentle discovery." They chatted for a while, the dolphins telling Clucky about the smooth, cool currents that carried them, and the quiet beauty of the deep blue world beneath the surface. Clucky listened with fascinated wonder, feeling a warm connection to these graceful, kind creatures of the big water. She felt so happy to share this peaceful moment with them. After a while, feeling refreshed and incredibly happy, Clucky gently stepped back onto the soft sand near the water's edge. Her friends, who had been watching with wide, curious eyes, softly clucked their admiration. The peacefulness of the big water, deepened by the gentle presence of the dolphins, had settled over them all like a soft, warm blanket. Clucky turned to them, her eyes shining with joy. "Oh, dear friends," she clucked, her voice filled with quiet delight. "It is even more wonderful than the fish described. It is so vast and peaceful, and the water feels so cool and gentle. And I met the kindest dolphins." Her friends clucked their agreement, their hearts filled with the shared beauty of the endless blue and the thought of such graceful new friends. As the sun began to slowly arc towards its afternoon journey, Clucky and her friends decided it was time to head back to their cozy coop. The journey back was filled with happy, contented clucks as they softly chatted about the big water, its endless horizon, the wonderful feeling of the cool water on their feet, and the friendly dolphins. When they arrived back at the coop, the other hens who had stayed behind greeted them with eager curiosity. Clucky, her voice still filled with the quiet joy of discovery, told them all about the big water. She described its vastness, the gentle lapping of the waves, the feeling of endless peace, and her delightful encounter with the graceful, clicking dolphins. "It was so calm and beautiful," Clucky explained softly, "and the water felt so good just swirling around my feet. It stretched as far as the eye could see, and the air was so fresh and open. And the dolphins were so kind and peaceful." Her friends listened with rapt attention, their hearts fluttering with dreams of their own visit to this wondrous place and perhaps meeting the dolphins too. "We must all go together tomorrow," they clucked excitedly. "We must see this big water for ourselves and meet these wonderful dolphins." And so, as the stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, and the gentle moon cast its soft glow over the sleeping farm, Clucky and her friends nestled into their cozy nests. Their hearts were filled not only with the peaceful memories of the day, but also with the sweet anticipation of tomorrow. They knew that together, they would once again journey to the big water, to share its vastness and peace, and to discover even more gentle wonders, perhaps even swimming alongside the friendly dolphins. Each little hen drifted into a deep, peaceful sleep, their dreams filled with endless blue water, graceful dolphins, and the warmth of shared friendship. Good night, my sweet little one. Sleep well.